What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we got for you a lateral speed session. So working on the ability to be explosive and strong and fast going with our lateral movements. And then we get into some lateral starting side-on sprints. So just working on that ability. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. We post new videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays. So make sure to subscribe to catch all of them. Hope you enjoy. All right, first things first, we're going line hop. So getting some extensive plyometrics in there. We're going forward and lateral, as you guys can see the forward, double leg and single leg. When you do these, don't go crazy fast. Just make sure you get good contacts. This is a warm-up precursor to what we're doing next. So don't rush through. This is very important to warm up the lower leg, the feet, the ankles. It's going to help tremendously. So keep it poppy and don't rush. Number two, we're going skaters. So the goal here is to be able to stick every single jump while still going as far as you can. Okay, so we're gonna start on one. We're gonna push off as hard as we can out to the side, stick the landing, grab the ground with your foot, slight bend in the knee, squeeze your butt as you land. Try to get up a little bit as well. Don't just hover the ground. So we got 6 total. Number 3, we're still on skaters, but we're going weighted skaters. So if you don't have a background with skaters, then don't worry about adding the weight, just work on body weight first. But if you do, or if you can, grab something light. We're only going 6 pounds. Same exact thing, you wanna stabilize every single time, be under control, go as far as you can still, but really drive off that back leg. So that's the first one. The second one, so for the next set, we're gonna bring that med ball overhead as we go. So it makes it a little bit more challenging. As I was saying, you really wanna drive off that back leg as much as you can. Try to explode out, drive force into the ground as you go, because that's what we're working on, that lateral explosiveness. Number 4, we're moving into zigzag hops. So similar to a skater in the sense we're jumping from one foot to the next. Still keep the same, you're gonna drive off as hard as you can. You're gonna stick it every single time. So if you start to lose your balance, you can do a baby hop to regain. I would rather that versus letting your body kind of wobble or tip over, having to put your other foot down. See if we can gain balance with one, even if it's a baby hop. So we're gonna go down, we're going back. Notice the cones are kind of spread out a little bit, right? That's because I want to continue having to drive off as hard as we can with that outside foot. Okay, so this is gonna be the first version of it. We're gonna hit this for a couple sets. So after the first variation, we're gonna hit another one. This time we're just gonna get a deeper load at the cone. So on the first one you saw, we were about here when we were jumping, just like this. For this next one, we're gonna get even lower, right? So I'm gonna load it here, and you can see how I'm reaching with this hand, right? So I'm getting into this position, super, super low. What that does, it really engages the glute when we jump. And especially for a lot of youth athletes, they do not do a good job of utilizing their glutes for different movements, and you're sacrificing so much strength and power. So we need to incorporate that. So we're gonna get a deep load, and this is gonna allow us to drive off super, super far, okay? You're gonna get there, you're gonna stick it. You can stick it normally, but then load it down. Woo. Load it down right here, get that good reach, drive off, really drive with the balls of your foot, right? So right there, so many people are way too toe heavy, so they drive like this off their toe. Make sure you're using the ball of your foot, drive into the ground. Number 5, we're moving into some shuffles. So we have cones 5 yards apart. All we're doing is we're shuffling very quickly, as fast as you can, down, back, so twice. If you're new to change of direction and don't have proper mechanics, or at least want to work on your mechanics, then check out some of our old videos on change of direction mechanics, the transition, so you get really efficient and quick. But we're just gonna warm up. We're doing 2 of them. Stay low, drive off that back foot. Don't reach with the front, be under control. And I think that's all. Also, another big thing we noticed with, especially once again, youth athletes, is they incorporate a lot of extra steps into their shuffle. So you saw when Spencer went, right? He's really driving off the back leg, getting there. A lot of times youth athletes, they do like really short and choppy steps. So you want to eliminate the unnecessary steps. You want to be powerful off that back leg. So make sure we're working on all these things, because from there we can build on top of it. All right, after the shuffle, we are moving on to a lateral short shuffle. So essentially it's very similar, except this time we're starting in the middle. We're pushing out here 2.5 yards, then we come all the way down 5 yards, finish here. So now we just have some shorter areas we're working in. Keep the same type of shuffle when you go. Good transitions. Make sure we get our hips down. We don't want to be shuffling super tall. We don't want to be too toe heavy as well. Drive with the ball of the foot. All right, so now we're getting into some more lateral speed stuff, in the sense we're going some side-on sprints. So we're gonna start this way. A lot of people like to do, myself included, a half kneel start like this, where you drive out and you sprint. But for today, we're going more of a split squat. So we're gonna be starting in this position right here, a little bit higher up. So we're starting, if I can even stand, we're starting here. Out of this, I'm driving off with this leg, this front leg. As you can see, my back leg is forward, okay? So I'm here, I'm driving off here, big push, step in this direction, this leg comes through, punch, you're gonna get out and sprint. So take everything that we did throughout the video, all the way back to the skaters, right? That big push out, the zigzag hops, big push, the transitions, same thing goes. We're right here, we are driving force into the ground, pushing straight out and sprinting. Now, a couple things, a lot of people from here, instead of driving straight out, they try to go here and then drive. If you guys can see, drive out here, push straight, versus stepping here to then go, right? No negative momentum. Another big thing for us is making sure you stay low. If you stay low, you can accelerate well, keep a good lean, right? So I stay here, I stay low for my first couple steps, just as if I was accelerating, versus popping straight up. So a lot of people are here, as soon as they push, they're tall. That's gonna make it a lot harder to accelerate. So stay down. Final progression. We are now adding in a little step to the side. So we're gonna start here, this foot lined up with the cone. So from here, quick shuffle to this cone, and then I get out and I sprint through, okay? So same thing as we've been doing this entire time. From here, good strong push off the back leg, right? Strong push off the back. This leg right here, make sure from our hip point here, we can cross over, big step, drive with our knees, right? I don't want to be here super slow, get caught, my momentum taking me this way. I also don't want to be here and have to do like a double step out. I need to be strong, I need to be here, boom, and then take off immediately. All right, that's what we got. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you do, please give a thumbs up, please subscribe, and we will catch you in the next one. Also, as you can see, we got our Christmas tree. His name is Ralph. Shout out to all those of you who remember Norm, our first little tree, RIP. But this is Ralph. Like the video for Ralph.